you must be thrilled with that result, not just the way you played, but also the character you showed to hold them off in the end when they were charging.
Yeah, no, I think, we are pleased. Anytime you can come into state, Port Adelaide at home's always, any game interstate, opportunity to sort of lean into the challenge, and I thought we did that from the start, which is really important. We're brave enough to have a go, right? So pleased with that. And you're right, like we lost them a bit in the third, and some of their individual brilliance really started to get going with Horne-Francis. We know Butters and Rosie can really get hold of you, so that was, we're trying to figure that out a little bit. But Stocker did a great job on Horne-Francis in the last, I thought. So, but then, a bit of class. I thought Lance Collard, class mark and goal, and Sinclair at the right. So we took those moments that really just steadied the ship. And then from there, I thought our last 3 minutes was really strong. We lost them in the air a bit. We're a little bit short, so they started to intercept Mark really strongly down the line, so we wanted to flow, but Leah and Radicale and that come into it. That's where we felt we lost them, not so much at ground level. In the first half, when we could keep the ball live and not get intercepted, I thought we looked really, really good.
It's a sign of maturity too. You mentioned the last 5 minutes. Like you did a lot of things right in that time. Is it?
Yeah, that's an interesting. Look, because we are young, I think we had 10 players, was it? Basically less than 10 games. Or second year, well, you put Caminiti with 40 games, but then Wilson, second year player, I don't know, up around 30, but the rest were like 6 and 4 and 2 and 1. So as a maturity, I think their capacity to learn and be led by Wilkie and Sinclair and Nazaya and Jones, Hill, and McRae's been a great leader, and Marshall. So I think those older guys help those guys from not tightening up and just focusing on executing what you need to do in that moment. So that was good. That was good.
So Ken highlighted your work around the contest, particularly early, as the defining character of the game. What caused that on-ball dominance, I guess, particularly in the first quarter, which led to the scoring?
Yeah, I don't know if it was dominance. I know we just competed. It's a competition sport, isn't it? So, look, we know that if you're not competing in there, you're going to be in trouble, right? So I think Collingwood competed really well in there against Port Adelaide, and we had a look at Essendon and they competed really well in there, and we thought, well, we better compete. It's not rocket science. We better compete really well in there. But it's one thing to talk about it. There's another thing to do it and do it for 2 hours. So I think that's where it's pleasing.
Have you noticed, Ross, the belief building in the group after that first loss against the Crows and how quickly it sort of turned around for you?
Yeah, no, I don't get caught up in it too much. They're a pretty good team, the Crows, aren't they? Really enjoyed that game yesterday. That's as good as a game as I've seen in a while. It's like, wow. Interesting ending. But I think we worked hard to get more clarity on what we value, and we're seeing that with contest and our pressure. So it's not a bad foundation for AFL footy.
The scoring ability too. I think you had 15 scoring shots from first 24, 25 entries.
Yeah.
Is that a product of upfield or the way the forward line functioned, or how do you?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the magic spice is. We worked hard on it though. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes it's individual brilliance like the Collard mark. Mostly it's system and moving the ball well and being predictable too. We want to be a complementary team. Everyone bring their strength and minimise other people's weaknesses. We've got a lot of work to do here. But we're excited about doing the work and coming together. And we spoke about when you come into state, opportunity to respond to a challenge, and we felt we did that. But we'll breathe out tonight. They'll spend time. We're here for the week. We won't breathe out too much. And then we've got a great team coming at us in GWS at Adelaide Oval, which presents its own challenge. So, look, we're just trying to grow. We've had 21 list changes in the first 2 years. I think we're the third youngest. But that's no excuse because we're competing, right? But we think last year we didn't make the finals, but we went forward. So, it's where those 10 players going to be in 30 games. Well, that's probably the exciting bit.
Just on that age profile too, I memean, spending the week together and as a club, I know you probably haven't got much choice given the way that...
No, we had a choice. We could have flown home.
Yeah.
There's a handful with, Bradley Hill and Jonesy going home to see their wife and kids, and there's a handful of our staff. So they've got a choice, but the majority chose, no, we'll stay and spend time. And look, I think Gather Round's a great concept. We'll put into the community. We've got a couple of days out in the community, haven't we? Like school clinics, which is great, right? And I think it dovetails into the Adelaide Food and Wine Festival. So light up the city, and we're happy to play our part. And we want to be really good ambassadors for the AFL and for St Kilda.
Can it help your side bond, though? Help your players bond by staying together? Or?
Look, we do spend a lot of time together. We do spend a lot of time, but they're happy to be together. But they'll be their authentic self. Those that want to go and do a bit more can. Those that just want to chill will chill. They'll have 48 hours away from the coaches from here. We'll just let them express themselves. Keeler will drive to Port Augusta to see his family, and Nazai will catch up. His mum was in the rooms. Wilkie. So there'll be a bit of connection happening.
You won on that Hoxie little ground, that little ground at Norwood. Sorry, that.
What you call it?
I always say that about Norwood, but anyway, that little ground.
You did.
I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you draw on that?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Why don't we play Glenelg?
It is a Glenelg.
That's a pretty good sized ground, isn't it? Steeped in history. The Redlegs, they must have deep roots into the AFL. I don't know. But look, you want to play anywhere. We played there last year. We got a bit of a feel for it. I think we get the home rooms this time. So that'd be nice. But look, it's a beautiful part of the world. Keithy Thomas, who's a Redlegger, isn't he? CEO of Port. Played with him at Fitzroy. That's how old we are. Yeah.
Do you spend any time thinking about the vagaries of the draw? I mean, you've been here once, round 1, round 4 now.
Are they vagaries or are they by design?
Well, Carlton and Collingwood have never played 2 games here against the Crows and Port in the same season, ever. You guys have come here, played 2 in a month.
Who haven't?
Carlton, Collingwood.
And never played?
Never played the Crows and Port in the same season here since the ground's open. So.
Really?
Yeah, truly, yeah. So, but, I mean...
Fascinating, isn't it?
Is that just trivia?
I don't know, maybe they go to Perth twice. I don't know. Do they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Outside of gathering.
To be honest, I don't know. Yeah. Look, I think hopefully over a 4-year cycle it evens out. Fingers crossed. Thank you.
Thanks.